next person produced an made and yet just let the natural thing to service.
I think this is a 1979 Ford F-150. It might be a 78. Ford folks, I need your help on this one. So the VIN tag says 78, but I don't know if that was when it was made or if it's a 79, but I was told it was a 79. I also just got done with the Roadrunner project, so the shop is a mess. I got to clean it up a little bit, but this whole thing that I'm doing, AuxAuto is a nonprofit that goes to provide financial mechanical assistance to people that depend on their vehicle. In this case, it's just a cool family story. This truck has been in the family for a long time. I'm going to explain all this stuff again, but this is just kind of the introduction to this truck. I just picked it up in around Nashville, brought it to the shop, and I just want to see what's going on with it. I just want to see what's happening.
I just pushed it in here, but I want to show you why it's been sitting for so long.
Well, that wasn't too difficult. You just got, oh! This is the next AuxAutoAssist. I'm gonna try to get this thing running so the owner can take her 91, 92-year-old father for a ride in it again. This truck's been in their family for a long time, and it's got a little bit of a story to it, which is cool, but this is just kind of an introduction to the truck. It burned, but I wanna get it running. It's gonna be fire, it's gonna be lit, it's gonna be hot. Apparently, this burned, but it looks like it just burned here. It looks like it can still be fixed. Got some burned things, some more burned things, plug wires. I think all the plug wires, probably the distributor, burned. It's plugged up though, that's good. Leave those socks there. And it wasn't too raging because the belts are still on there. It was hot enough to melt the top of the hood, but not a whole lot. I think for starters, I'm just gonna take everything out of here, take everything off, kind of inventory everything that's been burnt. I'll probably have to find a wiring diagram. I'll probably have to reach out to some people that know Fords. So if you're a Ford fan, yeah, that thing, that melted. If you know Fords more than I do, which is probably pretty much everybody, because I got a Charger, Roadrunner, Chrysler, another Chrysler and Imperial. But then that's one of those, get it running and sell it and donate it to AuxAuto, my little nonprofit. But this is what I'm in for. I'm gonna be doing this for a while. Classic. You know what's crazy about this is I was in the basement of my parents' house in the 74 New Yorker. And I had one of those glass fuel filters. And the fuel filter leaked on top of the ignition coil and caught fire. And I've got a 74 Chrysler New Yorker on fire in the basement of my parents' house. So, but I keep an extinguisher in all my cars for that reason. I was able to put it out, and it didn't burn for that long, but I was able to, you know, once I blew all the fire extinguisher dust off, it still started and ran. So I think in this case, it looks like whatever happened or leaked, it was a lot of the fuel that was burning, and then some of the plug wires caught on fire, because everything else looks pretty decent. Even back here on these wires, it looks like it's just the conduit that burned, because these still seem decent. Those don't seem burned. Just, I may not even have to replace those. Just as everything got here, it just burned everything, like when the Terminator showed up in the ball when Robert Patrick was naked, and it just burned everything in this little section. It's kind of what happened. So it looks like I'll have to do fuel line, distributor, wires, carburetor, and then some of these wires that didn't make it. You'll also notice the obvious. This is a AC truck, which we're not going to be hooking that up. We're just going to try to get this running so the person that owns it can see it running again. Probably not going to hook the heater hoses up. We'll block them off up here. And then take everything off the engine and see what we got going on here. It's brand new.